Yo, guys, big up to the Football Overseas YouTube channel. Big up to everyone in the chat for all those who are watching the Football Overseas content from Kenya, from South Africa to Tanzania to UK to all over the world to France to Sweden. Big up and welcome to the channel. And we are live for match preview between Man United versus PSG match preview. And the quick question I want to ask the chat is this. I'm sorry for being a bit late. I've been having a bit of challenges getting my things done. I had recently gotten a new device, so I had to quickly change my content, everything, and that meant I lost all my deck. But before we begin, where they're playing? They're playing in Sweden, and they're playing in the Gothenburg, yeah, and Carrick's project is going faster. There's two new signings of obviously Santos and Telsman. But the key question we want to ask Ineos is where is the freaking third signing? Where is Germany? Or where is the third signing that we are linked to? Because we need a third signing, we need a Casemiro replacement, and that's what we keep on asking Ineos is where is our signing? Because for sure this season we cannot be going into a season with only two midfield signings in a season where Ugarte is injured. That will mean we only have three midfield options in that pivot, and then we have Bruno Fernandes playing as a camp position. So we are very thin in the midfield, and Ineos we want to go into a 54 game season with a very thin midfield. That shows very poor squad planning abilities, and that shows very poor also other abilities. And obviously, who's returning back for this game? A bit of a shift. Who's returning back for this game? We have people like we have we have mostly the United World Cup 2026 squad. We have Telsman is back from injury, and then we have people like Lemens is back from the World Cup, and yeah, those people. Did they announce the news? Unless they're assuming that it will be the same. Yeah, so let's look at the news as well. We try to look at what we can do and what we can't do. So we look at it together. These are very late show. So we look at it together. Um so these are the confirmed squad facing United, facing PSG. So we have Heaton, the Mott, Fred Heath. Fred Heath, must be an academy lad. And then you have people like Harry Hamas, Dan Amal, Dogo, Dalot, Heaven, Harry Maguire, Mazwari, Lenny Lukshaw, and Lenny Yoro. The same. Bruno Fernandes is the only change here. Is only change. Bruno Fernandes, Tiltman is only change coming into that. And then Ahmad Shelesi. So basically, the only change is Vitek. Vitek was sold. Heading to this match, Vitek was sold. Yeah, so they replaced him with a young goalkeeper from the academy. And yeah, and then The only two other people boarding the plane is Bruno Fernandes and Tim Tilsman. And then there's also some news. Yeah, so opposition news also. The PSG has a new signing. They have a new signing called Aki Olshe. Olshe has completed his move to the capital city of France for Monaco, and the squad is likely to be strengthened by a number of individuals who are involved at the FIFA World Cup. That includes people like Nuno Mendes. I don't know whether I'm being hard properly. Let me check mic test. Yeah, am I being hard? Uh-huh. Yeah, I am being hard. Yeah. So there's Italian people like Nuno Mendes, Vitina, Joao Neves. Those that means they are out of the midfield three, the two of the midfield three are back, Neves and Vitinha. Left back, Nuno Mendes. We have always been linked to it with Nuno Mendes for a long time, ever since Ole days. And I'm sad we didn't get him when he went to Sporting. I'm sad we didn't get him when he went to PSG. So I'm sad we missed out on him on that signing. And then this kid here, Kisha. Kisha has been a kid to watch out for, as a star to watch out for as well, ahead of him facing against United. I know he played poorly against Morocco, but again against Morocco it was heavily rotated. Yeah, I think that's the only team news. So for United, any injury news? Tillsman is back from injury. Sesko is Sesko is meant to be back from injury. I don't know what's happened with Sesko. I don't know whether they told him to stay behind for rehabilitation or something like that. And then Kobe Main, then who else? Is there anyone else that's injured that I've missed out on? For Kobe, he's obviously World Cup form. For Kobe, Rashford, they're missing due to World Cup form. Martinez is missing due to World Cup form. Um, yeah, I think that's the only ones so far. Yeah. My predicted lineup, let me go quickly. My predicted lineup for this game is I'm going to go if using this code, I think United will line up using Hinton. Then left back, I think United should go for Lux. Will still go for Luxor. Right back, Mazari should start on as a right back. The lot I'll have on the bench. Yeah. Centre back pairing, I'll have Lenny Yoro and Harry Maguire. Um, Pivot, I'll have the same pivot that I mentioned in Eke show. That is Andrew Santos and Mount as the pivot. Attack midfielder, I'll have our captain, Bruno Fernandes, and I'll have Tilsman on the bench, coming off the bench. Yeah. And then the attacking three, I'll have Ahmad on the right, Obomo on a striker, and then Cunha is not here. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, Cunha is also missing the PSG game due to a minor illness. It means, which means, wow, that's interesting. If Cunha is missing due to, then that changes my formation a bit. Yeah, that will mean that my formation will have to have Obomo on the right, on yeah, Obomo on the right, then Ahmad on the left, and then we have Zaxi on top, Shelesi on the bench. Because yeah, prediction. Yeah, with this squad, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. Seeing the team news and everything available, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. I think PSG, obviously, with rotate, they have their game against Aston Villa to play in the Super Cup. They can beat Aston Villa even with a rotated side, but I'm sure for this game they'll mostly want to test fitness and they'll want to bounce back after 3-0 smashing by Morocco. So they want to test fitness, match sharpness, and everything else. Yeah. So apart from that, I think I'm done with this game. So big up to you guys for joining this game. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Super Cup prediction. Yeah. And for tomorrow for transfer window show as well. Subscribe to the channel, scan the code there, and like the stream and everything. Tell me your predictions, just call them predictions of what you think, of how you think United would approach this game and everything else. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.